Finance Ministry keeps challenging petitions of disability. My second supplementary. The government has shifted pension dispersal to the Sparsh portal. However, this portal suffers from repeated glitches, and elderly veterans are placed in a great deal of inconvenience. Is the ministry planning to make the Sparsh portal more user-friendly for pensioners, and by when can we expect these improvements?
Thank you.
Please listen to me. Please be in your seats. Please listen to me.
उपसभापति महोदय.
Deputy Chairman, sir. The Honorable Minister has asked a question. When the Sparsh portal has started, it is called a Sparsh system for pension and administration, Raksha. It is a transparent portal for pension. Even here, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji had digitized this portal. And I would like to say that for veteran people, they have to fill in the details of their eligibility in real time, and it facilitates the procedure, which is not the case in the earlier system. And if they had registered their data in the previous portal, they can also see their data in Sparsh portal, and they can also apply for editing the details that they had registered before. This is a transparent medium, this is a digital medium, and is also a single window system. But its positive drawback is that they are given the opportunity to edit the data that they had registered, which was not possible earlier. And these applications we accept in our department, which are resolved immediately, and the Department of Pension is updating the data, and the grievances would be able to resolve easily, and the family pension is able to function properly. In our country, there are 199 service centers of Sparsh are functioning right now. PNB, SBI, and HDFC. There are certain 14 banks through which these services are given. Apart from that, Common Services Center and India Post Payment Bank outlets, this service is also available in the aforementioned centers. And in these centers, MOU has been signed with the Department of Pension so that they can receive any kind of information they want from these centers. If you want to register any grievances on the Sparsh portal, you can do that through email medium, and you can send it. And in order to resolve these grievances, the grievances are counted, and the pension office, Prayagraj, there is a dedicated pension grievance cell wherein the pensioners can get their problems solved. And right from its setup, the portal has been functioning smoothly. And Honorable Member, Honorable Member, Deputy Chairman, sir, please be precise. Honorable Member has asked. I would like her cooperation that, Honorable Member, the state that you come from, you can see the data from there. The welfare centers, there is the joint responsibility of the state government as well. And in Bengal, it has been seen that veterans, there is a casual approach towards veterans in the state. And I would say that in West Bengal, there are 14 state-level GSP which covered the 9 districts. And there is no Jila Sainik board in rest of the districts. In 9 districts, they should set up Jila Sainik board. And in West Bengal, there is just one meeting that takes place in the entire year. There has no meeting has been done after 2015, and I believe that if there has not been any meeting after 2015, honorable member should start that meeting. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, there is an important question. I am giving her a suggestion here that if you're talking about veterans, then the vacancies at the state level are filled through this quota, and in West Bengal, in Group C, this for B, it is 10% has been notified, and unfortunately, that in the advertisement for the said posts. Thank you.
प्लीज मैं आग्रह
I would request honorable members that if the questions are going to be precise, the answers are going to be so.
मैंने श्री रजनी अशोक राव पाटिल
First, Shri Rajni Ashok Rai Patil ji. Third supplementary.
Sir,
Please.
I would like to ask through you, sir, what may,
प्लीज प्लीज नो
Sir,
आप बोलें आपका
I would
सवाल।
like to ask through you to the Honorable Minister, what measures are in place to address anomalies or grievances arising from the implementation of OROP, one rank, one pension scheme?
थैंक यू रजनी जी। माननीय मंत्री जी,
Honorable member.
देखिए मैं आपके
Through you, Deputy Chairman, sir, I would like to submit this information that it is an important information, and the House should be in know of that. In 1970, when there was a war with West Bengal, and right from 1970 to OROP, there has been a demand for that, and for 42 years, people have waited. And who implemented OROP? Shri Modi ji had implemented OROP. And I can say that one rank, one pension scheme, the motive of this scheme is to bridge the gap between the pension differences of the former retired personnels. First, the former pensioners from the 2013 calendar year, it should be reframed, and it has been implemented and effectively from 2014 year. And in 2013, those pensioners who had the same rank and based on the average of the pensions that they were getting, it will again be reframed. And this is the guarantee of Shri Narendra Modi ji. And those veterans who are getting amount more than the required pension, it will be deducted, and it will be retracted in 6 installments. And all those family pensioners who are also included in this scheme, and the pending pension would be given to them in just one installment, and pension would be reconstituted in another 6 years. And to bridge the gap, and the gap between the pensions would be bridged in every 5 years. And after implementing OROP, the old and the new pensioners, the gap has been bridged. And in 2014 and 2019 and 24, and according to the 7th Pay Commission, 1/1/2016, effectively 2.575% has been increased, and this has also led to the bridging of the gap between the old and the new pensioners. With OROP, the demands that our soldiers had, all those demands and problems have been resolved. Honorable Defense Minister Rajnath Singh ji is sitting here, and under his leadership, we are committed. As you would know that in 5 years it has been revised, and till now 1,24,000, please write it down, 1,24,000 crore rupees have been given.
धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Honorable Jaya Bachchan ji.
जानना चाहती हूँ
I would like to know, are you, please ask the question, Honorable Minister will answer. So that's what I'm saying, that Honorable Minister would please answer the question. Is he going to read the paper and answer? He should be prepared. I would like to ask that whatever questions 1, 2, 3 that has been asked, please answer the questions. Thank you. This is not a question. It is just her opinion, Shri Praful Patel ji.
भेजना चाहिए
माननीय श्री
Honorable Shri Shambhu Sharan Patel.
महोदय,
Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to ask a supplementary question in a 107 question, as we are aware of the fact that our brave soldiers, Honorable PM Modi ji, had taken revolutionary steps, and as it has been told that at present the former soldiers are getting facilities through ECHS, and they are getting cashless medical facility through that. And in the state of Bihar, the pension takers, how the number of veterans are there in the state of Bihar, and what are the facilities being given to them? Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir. ESM and dependents, and through this scheme, through DGR, assistance is given for settlement. In the state of Bihar, ESM is 1,08,000 ESM. And in 23-24, Rajya Sainik Board, Jila Sainik Board, and the central share is 1,47 lakh rupees. And in the state of Bihar, there are 13 Jila Sainik Board and 18 ECHS Polyclinic, and another one is sanctioned, so it makes the number to 19. And the new sanctioned polyclinic is one in Patna, and we have also upgraded it. And upgradation has been done in Danapur, and we have upgraded it from C to A. ECHS impanel hospitals are 48 in number, and the number of beneficiaries is 2,19,000 in the state of Bihar.
Dr. John Britas.
sir, I will ask a very pertinent question, which is very important. Sir, the minister has detailed the welfare measures for the ex-servicemen. My question is very specific. What's the total amount outstanding due to the private hospitals under ECHS? And is it a fact that because of the outstanding amount, many hospitals have left out of this scheme voluntarily? Please let the House know the total amount pending, and also the number of, sir, please, the number of hospitals which have moved out of this scheme during last 7 years.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
महोदय
Deputy Chairman, sir, the question that he asked, it does not pertain to the original question. Thank you.
माननीय श्री नीरज शेखर.
Honorable Shri Neeraj Shekhar ji. Question number 108, Honorable Minister. It has been laid on the table.
सबसे पहले मैं
First of all, I would like to thank the Jal Shakti Mantralaya that through Jal Jeevan Mission, through this, water has been given to every house, and I would like to thank Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji that after 70 years, if an individual has taken efforts to work on drinking water, then it's him. But there are several problems, especially the contamination of arsenic, and my district, Balia, is suffering from this. Not just Balia, but in Bihar, Bengal, the states, they are also suffering from arsenic contamination, and I would like to know from the ministry that the groundwater quality monitoring regarding this, what is the infrastructure available right now, and what are the measures being taken to correct that?
जो प्रश्न अभी पूछा गया है
Question that has been asked, you should give the answer in detail that under the Jal Jeevan Mission, the arsenic contamination, the water is not being given to any house, and the entire state is being free from that. And
उनके घर में
And through this, water is sent to them, and even if more water is required to be spent, then we spend 10% more and provide water for that. Also, to maintain the quality of water and monitor that, we have also earmarked 2% extra for that, so that there is no arsenic contaminated water that reach the households. Under the Jal Jeevan Mission, it's almost 80% or more than that, the households are getting water. The WHO report says that 4 lakh deaths could be prevented through this. Earlier, people had to go for medication, take injection, and the medicines that they had to take, which were not very friendly to the bodies, and the amount that used to be spent on that could also be prevented. And now if we talk of women, 5.5 crore women who used to go to far off areas and bring water, they used to bring it for their household. Now these amount of hours that they used to spend on that, waste on that rather, could be saved, and they can devote that to their children. And it has been such that 5 women from every village are trained. They have been given kits. 25 lakh women in the country have been trained for that. And whether the drinking water that people get, whether it is fit for drinking or not, that is also checked. And this is only under Honorable PM Modi ji. I would like to thank Honorable Minister due to the reason that 3,500 crore rupees has been given for Balia for the same. And second question is, what is the present coverage of Jal Jeevan Mission, and how much is it effective in catering to the villages where arsenic contamination is there? We have already provided the details that there is no more arsenic contaminated water that is going to the households, and how much training has been imparted to women, that has also been detailed. In 2019, the villages that were arsenic contaminated, it was way more, and today we have been able to save people from arsenic contaminated water. In 2019, I'm not only talking about arsenic, there were villages contaminated with fluoride. 8,000 villages were there, and it's now only 255 villages that are left, and such huge works have been done under that, and no more arsenic contaminated water reaches people to drink.
A very pointed question. According to Annual Groundwater Quality Report 2024, a large number of districts are affected by contaminants. For example, fluoride affects 263 districts, nitrate affects 443 districts, arsenic affects 118 districts, iron affects 356, and uranium affects 132 districts. NCRB के मुताबिक,
as per NCRB, their Prevention and Pollution Control Act of 1991 and Water Act 1974, there were many cases that were registered under this. I would like to know from Honorable Minister that under all these, how many people were convicted and how many were acquitted. I would also want to know that the laws that are there which can save us from pollution, whether these are being effectively implemented, and what are the steps that the government is taking towards that.
माननीय मंत्री जी,
Honorable Minister,
मूल प्रश्न के साथ संबंध
it is not related to the main question.
Shekhar Roy.
Thank you, sir. I have only.
आप अगर जवाब से संतुष्ट हैं तो इसका प्रोसेस
If you are dissatisfied with the answer, you very well know the process. You are a very senior member, you know the process. There is a process for it.
As per the report of the Asian Development Bank 2018, West Bengal was the most arsenic affected population and areas in the country. Now, after establishment of National Institute for Water and Sanitation at Kolkata, what effective measures have been taken by the Government of India to combat those most affected areas, particularly the reason being the unscientific sharing of Ganga water with a neighboring country, severely affecting the districts of Malda, Murshidabad, Nadia, North and South 24 Parganas. This is my pointed question to the Honourable Minister.
धन्यवाद
Thank you.
मंत्री जी।
Honorable Minister. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir. Apart from Kolkata, I have also detailed about the whole of the country. In 2019, when there was more than 14,000 villages and more than 8,000 villages were fluoride contaminated, now it's only 314 villages that are left. And regarding the fluoride contamination, it's only 255 villages that are left. And at 17,000 places, we have installed stations so that we can know the arsenic contamination. And for examining these, apart from the CW sealing, if the contaminated, arsenic contaminated water comes, it comes from groundwater, then the wells need to be constructed that are cement sealed. And if that gets delayed, then we have worked for them to get arsenic-free water. I would not say about Ganga, it's drinking, it's quality of drinking that's there. Works have been done regarding that in different cities. Through STP, cleaning is going on and efforts are being done in that direction. Only after testing through the STP, the water is given to them. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir. After many studies, we have come to know that this arsenic contamination has reached our food chain, be it rice, wheat or potato. I would like to know from the Honorable Minister that in rice, wheat and potato, whether there is any monitoring system to know about the contamination in these. Secondly, seeing the contamination of arsenic, to prevent such contamination, what are the safer alternatives there, and what is the department doing in this regard? Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, as he said, be it rice or potato, and contaminants are found in that. Through Jal Jeevan Mission, through the ministry, we examine the source, the rest of the water which are there, whether it comes from the soil, groundwater or from the rivers. This system is not under us. I think the agriculture department works in that. the water should not have arsenic fluoride. For these, we have a system in place, and we provide water through tap, and there no arsenic contaminated water reaches.
राम निषाद, माननीय मंत्री जी,
Honorable Minister.
On the table of the House.
थैंक यू। फर्स्ट सप्लीमेंट्री, माननीय बाबूराव निषाद जी।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. Through you, sir, I would like to ask Honorable Minister whether the government at the domestic level to check the quality of the aircraft and ensure the competitiveness. The government is thinking about any measures. If yes, what are the measures?
Thank you, sir. I think this is a very pertinent question considering the growth of civil aviation that we are experiencing in the country, not just in terms of passenger traffic, but we want to see a holistic growth, and we want to see growth in manufacturing. And one of the prime objectives when we talk about aircraft component manufacturing is to prepare, build, manufacture our own aircraft in the country, which is the RTA. And many things have processed so that we achieve this regional transport aircraft manufacturing in the country, sir. And there are many different approaches for this. And one theme that we are having right now is a short-term approach, medium-term, and a long-term approach, because it is not a one-line approach for us to make an aircraft in the country. If you take an example of other countries, how they have done it, it has been a process which has been built up for 40 years and 50 years. Though we don't want to see it taking up that much time, we want to have a strict plan. And how do we ensure to do it, sir? One important thing is to improve the aircraft component manufacturing in the country itself. That is one of the short-term plans that we have. And in the last 5 to 10 years, under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we have been able to create so much demand in the country that the big companies like Airbus, Boeing, Embraer, and let it be Safran or Lockheed Martin, Rolls-Royce, all these companies, which are the major manufacturers of engines and aircraft outside the country, they have set up their shop here. Let it be in terms of procurement of the key components, or increasing the number of components that they procure from India, or setting up MRO facilities in the country. So we have done a lot to invite them into the country itself and set up shop, which has increased the know-how and the technical expertise of the country itself. And the second process is, sir, to bring in all the necessary policies. And for that, if you look at the Bharatiya Vayan Adhiniyam, which we have also passed, in that I have also specifically told this House that now we are no longer are looking at India as only a player which is trying to buy things from outside, but we are seeing India as a country which is a state of design, state of manufacture, and state of maintenance when it comes to aircraft. So we have changed the thought process that we have when it comes to manufacturing of aircraft. We are saying that India is at the stage right now where we can manufacture, we can design, and we can maintain an aircraft. And on top of that, sir, the necessary policies that we need. One is to promote more aircraft component manufacturing. We from the ministry are continuously engaging with the industry, and we are continuously engaging so that we can give them the confidence that the focus for the government is also on you to improve the manufacturing sector. We are talking with the states and telling them to have more manufacturing, because they are the key players here, the state governments, and when they are looking at manufacturing, sir, we are encouraging them to look at manufacturing in aerospace components and aircraft components also, and we have yielded some good results in that area. And the third sector that we are planning is the skilling. Skilling is equally important as we are trying to increase our manufacturing also, and for that we have set up FTOs. We currently have 58 working FTOs, and we are doing AME training in 57 bases in the country, and through which we are creating 3,800 AMEs every year, which is catering to the demand that we have created. And also through the skill development program in the aerospace and aircraft component manufacturing and the industry itself, we have identified 38 courses, and over the last 8 years, we have trained up to 18,000 people in this area, sir. So when it comes to manufacturing of an aircraft, creating the ecosystem, one is improving the aircraft component manufacturing, creating the government policy, and third is creating the skilling. So looking at all this holistic approach, the government is looking at it, sir, and very soon we are going to set up a special purpose vehicle also, so that the RTA, regional transport aircraft, which has been a continuous dream for the country, and to have a specific plan. We have a plan to create an SPV for 5 years, sir, which is going to bring in all the necessary stakeholders, bring them onto the table and study the existing picture in the country and create a roadmap that in 5 years, if you want to see an RTA being built in the country itself, what is the necessity today? What kind of policies furthermore we need to do? So we are in the process of setting up the SPV also, sir.
Thank you. Second supplementary.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Minister has given a detailed reply. Please ask the second supplementary. I would like to ask Honorable Minister that in the manufacturing of aircraft, whether new research system has been taken up.
Still have a little bit of answer regarding this, sir. We have National Civil Aviation Policy 2016, and in that we have specifically mentioned that we want to promote Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat also, which is where the schemes to promote these kind of aircraft component manufacturing also comes into place. And we have within the policy itself, sir, where we are saying that if someone is interested to put up this kind of industry, then from the Government of India, we are going to promote and ensure that whatever special economic zone incentives that the industry needs to get, we are going to facilitate. We are going to speak with the Ministry of Commerce and ensure that there is a smooth progress in their establishing of the industry. But what we have observed over the last 5 to 10 years, sir, the states have come up very well. I would like to take the example of Government of Telangana also, where they have created some parks within themselves where they didn't even approach us. They have in fact given the necessary incentives, they have given the necessary ecosystem, and today they are boasting about 3 to 4 parks inside the state itself. There is the Adivatla Aerospace SEZ, Nadargul Aerospace Park, GMR Aerospace SEZ, Adani Aerospace Park, Hardware Park 1 and 2. So when the states are only taking up this initiative, because this aerospace and aircraft manufacturing is creating so much jobs, and it is bringing in the necessary know-how and technical expertise, which is going to further help in bringing a lot more other industries also. This becomes the anchor industry, sir. So the states have been proactively moving, Government of Telangana, Karnataka, and now Andhra Pradesh. So all these states are actively looking. On top of that, if there is anything that is required from the Government of India, we are very much willing and looking forward to offer the necessary support so that there is a increase in the industry setting up, sir.
Thank you. Mania Dola Senji.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. About 80% of civilian aircraft by airlines in India are acquired on lease, which is much higher than the global average of 53%. With leased aircraft, lessors demand that airlines conduct maintenance operations at designated sites overseas, which is a big barrier for Indian MRO operations. Moreover, aircraft OEMs need to move technology transfers with India to allow for boosting of ministry planning to overcome these constraints to promote MRO and aircraft component manufacturing in India. And moreover, whether law of the land, labor law, is being maintained in the job which has been created by the minister in this respect.
Thank you, Dolaji.
Sir, regarding the MRO setup, we have seen what the Honourable Member has mentioned. It is definitely a flagging issue, and we have tried to overcome that issue, sir. One important aspect in promoting MRO is that we have seen when we import these components for the MRO facility, there have been multiple slabs. Some come under 5%, some 12%, some 18%. So there was a lot of confusion in the taxation also. So to improve and to create much better process of importing these parts, we have unified slab rate of 5% right now, which has greatly pushed of setting up MRO facilities in the country. Second thing, there is another aspect of it where the OEMs, the equipment manufacturers, they wanted to have these MRO facilities in other countries and not preferring India because there was no harmonization. Here we have the DGCA, which is the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, and then the EASA is there in the Europe and FAA in the America. So there has to be harmonization because when these aircrafts
Question
come,
hour is over.
when these aircrafts come from other areas, sir.
Thank you.
So harmonization is one
So
issue and
next-
we are looking after.
Thank you. Honorable members, the House stands adjourned to meet at 2 p.m.